Welcome back. In the last episode, we started the first half of super order and cement for the region contracts. In this episode, we'll finish both of these contracts. Let's jump into the Western Star twin steer and run it into Drummond Island. Let's get started. Running the twin steer across this bridge can be tricky. I want to make sure that I don't have the same problem I had with the trailer and the White Western Star on the previous episode. Let's hook up a winch cable from the back of the truck to the tree to help pull it around. As you can see, I've blown a tire on the twin steer, but I think we'll be fine. We'll just keep trucking our way through. Now that we're in Drummond Island, we can just run up to the staging area that we've made for ourselves and get ready for the next steps. The trick to driving the twin steer is basically just ignore where the front tires are steering and watch the second row of tires, because that's where the truck is actually going to steer to. So what happens is you typically end up understeering and going beyond the point that you're trying to get to when going around a corner. What we need to do is oversteer, I guess would be the term, and run a little bit past where you think you're going to turn before you start turning, if that makes sense. Alright, now that we're here, we can leave it and jump back into the Fleet Star. We'll run into Smithville Dam, head to the trailer store, and grab a maintenance trailer in preparation for later. Now we can get the TranStar and head this down to the trailer store. We'll sell that off and pick up a maintenance trailer quick. Okay, let's get in the Kodiak and we'll run that down here, meet up with it. We'll just leave this trailer behind so we can use it later. Now that we're here, first thing we can do is buy a flatbed trailer that we can use to haul cement with. And we'll use the mini crane on the TranStar to move this cargo forward on our truck. Now we can sell off this maintenance trailer and buy the gooseneck semi-trailer again. Let's run the TranStar up the road to where we left all of the cement earlier. Now that we're here, we can get a full load of cement. We'll load 4 of them up on the gooseneck. Okay, let's grab that Kodiak and we'll run that up here and get it loaded up as well. We need to turn around, so we'll just drop the trailer and we'll use our winch with the trailer tongue to turn it around more effectively. And the remaining 2 cement will get loaded onto the flatbed trailer. Let's just pull this up ahead. We'll get it out of the way of the TranStar and leave it here for now. We'll jump back in the TranStar. It's time to head back up to the mountain warehouse at the top of the hill, and we can deliver 2 of these cement for the region contract. Before we head to the mountain warehouse, we'll stop here and use the Fleet Star to unload a couple of these cement cargo into the back of it. Let's just sell this trailer off. Okay, now we can jump back into the TranStar. We'll head up to the warehouse and deliver this. We'll activate cement for the region. And that's 2 more down, only 4 to go. We'll jump back to the Fleet Star and head that into Drummond Island, meet up with the twin steer at the staging area. Now that we're here, we can use the mini crane on the Fleet Star to load up the metal beam and the concrete slab onto the twin steer. And I see that I've forgot to unpack the concrete slab when we were over here earlier. So rather than turning around to unpack it, I'm just gonna tip the trailer over to get it to unpack. First I'll start by trying to tip it over with my crane, but the tongue of the trailer is pinned underneath the front of my truck and it's not moving. So let's pull this trailer out of here so we can get better access to it. And it wound up tipping over on its own, so we accomplished that. Now the twin steer still needs to be repaired. We have a flat tire, but it doesn't have trailer support. So we're going to need to use the Fleet Star to connect to the service trailer to repair it. We'll park it here and refuel, and then we'll jump back into the Fleet Star. I was trying to pull the trailer out of the way so it wasn't parked in the road for later on, but it was giving me a little bit of a hard time. There's nothing graceful about what you're about to see. As long as it's out of the way, that's all that matters. We'll just leave it there. Let's head to the log station. We can deliver these 2 cement and we'll have one more step completed on this contract. And that's 2 more down. We have 2 left to go. Let's go back to the Kodiak in Smithville. And we'll take this into Black River to deliver cargo for both contracts at the same time. We need to load another fuel container that we can pick up at the gas station in Smithville. Let's head there now. As you can see, the lighting is a bit washed out. It's because I have off-road lights installed on my roof and on my front bumper, and the coating of this game is a little bit buggy with lighting. It multiplies too much, so I should have just left the stock bumper on to avoid that. Be extra careful going down this hill. It's super easy to get way too much speed going and lose control, especially when you have a heavy trailer of cement pushing you from behind. We'll just leave this trailer here when we run to the gas station. There's no reason for us to pull it over there and back. Okay, now that we're loaded, we'll head back, pick up our trailer, and run into Black River. It's been a while since we've been there. Ah yes, Black River. We've spent so much time in the other 3 maps, I almost forgot what it looks like here. It's kind of nice to come back and see where it all started. It's kind of funny to think back to the difficulties that this region had at the beginning and how they seem pretty basic and simple now to accomplish, like driving through that mud spot there. The first place we need to stop is the town storage to unload this cement, and then we can just leave the trailer behind. And cement for the region is complete. We have now reached rank 16. We got 2,000 XP for that contract alone. Let's take the trailer over to Main Street and drop it off. Then we can head to the old house that's just west of town here and drop off the last 2 cargo that we have loaded. Alright, now we just have 1 trip left to make. We'll head back into Drummond Island, jump in that twin steer, and run it out to the port. The real-time footage to record these 2 contracts was just under 2 hours, and I think that was pretty efficient considering they're 2 of the biggest contracts in Michigan, short of the logging contracts of course. But by multitasking these, we're able to complete them both in pretty good amount of time. And we've reached our final destination. Let's deliver this cargo. And with that, we've reached rank 17. Super order and cement for the region are both complete. On the next episode, we're going to get started on the logging contracts. I've put them off until we could reach a high enough rank to upgrade our trucks. So we'll get started by pulling them all in, upgrading them as much as we can, and we'll head out and get those done. We'll see you then. Hopefully, you come back and watch it with me. Thanks for watching.